Hello guys! Today I want to talk about my January skincare favorites. I've tried a lot of things in December and January also. There are quite a few products that I did like and quite a few products that I didn't, but I'm going to talk about my favorite products for January. I've used them a lot in January and this is like, they're all included in my skincare routine. So let's start. The first product I'm going to talk about is First Aid Beauty's Ultra Repair Cream. I've heard a lot about it and it took me a while to actually get my hands on it, but I do want to talk about some of the ingredients and some things that I did like about it, some things that I didn't. So this cream is very good for people with dry skin and it does help with redness. So this cream is free from alcohol and artificial fragrance, though it does have one essential oil that this is probably the only thing that I kind of dislike about it. It has eucalyptus leaf oil, which is an essential oil, and for people with extremely sensitive skin, especially if you have sensitivity to fragrance, it might irritate you. There are a few great ingredients in this. One of them is colloidal oatmeal, which is great for people with sensitive skin. Colloidal oatmeal is generally a really good ingredient for people with eczema because it is very soothing. So there are a lot of products that I do have with colloidal oatmeal because my skin is sensitive, so it gets red quite easily. I do have atopic dermatitis on my body, which is a thing that colloidal oatmeal can help with. And on my cheeks, I do get red quite easily, and this really does help soothe it. Another great ingredient in this cream is shea butter. Shea butter is an emollient that helps protect and smooth flaky and dry skin. Shea butter is a pretty heavy ingredient, so people with oily skin might feel like it's a little bit too much for them, but people with dry skin can really benefit from this. Another great ingredient in here is allantoin. It's a pretty common ingredient. It is soothing, and it can also promote wound healing, which is always good. So in general, this cream I really enjoy. It does have a very strong scent of eucalyptus because it does have the essential oil in it. I'm going to show you the consistency of this cream on my hand right here. So I put a little bit. And it blends very easily. There's no like residue. It soaks into the skin very nicely and I really like it in general. Yeah, but it does have a very strong eucalyptus kind of scent. Personally, I don't enjoy fragrance in my skincare. I don't think it's necessary or good. It doesn't really benefit you in any way in skincare on your skin. So that's probably the only downside to this cream, but I do really like it. Now we're going to talk about another cream which I adore. It is the Cosrx Snail 92 all-in-one cream. I'll say that probably the only downside to this product is the packaging, since I don't think it's very suitable for the kind of like consistency of the cream itself. If it came with a pump, it probably would be more convenient. So this cream is good for technically every skin type. Every skin type can benefit from it. It is hydrating and it gives you a very shiny and hydrated, kind of like a more like a glass skin look. It is hydrating and it's not greasy and it absorbs quickly into the skin. It just sinks in, which some people can like. I personally sometimes prefer something that I can feel more on my skin because my skin is on the drier side. It's the winter now, so especially in the winter, I prefer thicker creams, but this is very good for the summer and for days where I kind of want to give a very hydrated kind of look. It works amazing. It is cruelty-free for people that are looking for cruelty-free products. This cream is free from fragrance, essential oils, and alcohol. This cream is formulated with 92% snail secretion filtrate, which is a very high amount. Snail filtrate improves skin elasticity. It can prevent moisture loss, in the skin, and it can soothe and repair sensitized and irritated skin. It's also formulated with betaine, which has moisturizing properties. It's also formulated with sodium hyaluronate, which is a concentrated form of hyaluronic acid, which we all know and love. Also has the methicone in it, which is a silicone that gives kind of like a smooth and silky feel to the skin. The methicone can also form kind of like a barrier on top of the skin, kind of like a film, and it helps protect the skin and condition it. This also has allantoin and panthenol, which is a pro-vitamin B. I'm gonna show you how the packaging looks, and when you open it up, you can see the kind of like the snail filtrate. It's really gooey. I like it. I'm gonna show you it on my hands. So I'm just gonna rub it in, and you can see how shiny it is, how it gives kind of like a very moisturized look, which I really like. But it soaks in pretty well. Hey guys, it's the next day actually. There was a bit of a problem, but we are back, and we're gonna keep going with the video. I'm hot. I know the energy is a little bit different. Is everything alright? Yeah. I have everything. Okay, so our next product is going to be a cleansing oil, which I've been really liking. It is actually the Purito From Green Cleansing Oil. I've been really loving this cleansing oil. I have also the Inculus one, the Oat Cleansing Balm, which is great. But here's the thing. I find that cleansing oils in general are better at taking off makeup. Now, I wear makeup a few times a week, and I do find that it's easier to take off makeup with it. It works a little bit faster and better. And also I find that this cleansing oil emulsifies really, really well. This cleansing oil is good for technically every skin type. There isn't a skin type that will not benefit from cleansing oils and cleansing balms. Is there background noise? If you hear anything, I'm sorry. I don't have a good microphone. I'm using the camera's microphone. It's okay. This cleansing oil removes sunscreen and makeup amazingly. It can break up all of that product that's deep in the pores, just melt it off. And it is formulated with 5 different oils. This cleansing oil is free from alcohol, artificial fragrance, and essential oils. Yes, it is. It's formulated with olive fruit oil. It's really good at breaking off makeup and stuff, but I wouldn't recommend using it in any other part that's not a wash-off product. Cleansing oil, it's on your face for a few seconds, like 30 seconds, and you wash it off. Olive oil in general in skincare can be a little bit problematic because it can be a little bit pore clogging. That's why I wouldn't recommend having products with olive oil in them, like moisturizers or serums. As long as it's a wash-off treatment, there isn't much of a problem with it. The next oil in this cleansing oil is sunflower seed oil, which is an emollient that is great for just nourishing the skin and protecting the skin. This also has jojoba seed oil, and it also has sweet almond oil, which has fatty acids in it that can nourish the skin. I've been really loving this cleansing oil. I'm gonna keep repurchasing it for sure. It's just great at taking off makeup and sunscreen, and I haven't seen any problems with it. It emulsifies amazingly. Now we're going to talk about a serum, actually a niacinamide serum. The studies that have tested niacinamide to specific concentrations tested it at 4 to 5%. They show that it is beneficial at these concentrations. There are not many studies that actually tested at the higher concentration, so we can't really know if it's more beneficial to the skin, but it can cause more irritation. The higher the percentage, the more irritation it can cause. A fairly low percentage of an active ingredient in a product is beneficial and will do the job. One more thing to mention is that you don't actually have to have a niacinamide serum in order to benefit from niacinamide. Niacinamide can be found in moisturizers and cleansers, and if you are looking for niacinamide in your skincare routine, the best way to go for it is just in a moisturizer. Niacinamide serums can be irritating, especially if it's a higher concentration than 4 to 5%. And I'm going to talk about the Inculus niacinamide serum. I have it right here. This is a 10% niacinamide serum. I like it. I like how it feels on my skin, and it does help with redness and irritation. It can brighten up spots, but there is no specific reason to reach out for a niacinamide serum when you can have niacinamide in many other products. You can go look at your products, like your cleanser or moisturizer, and see that maybe you actually have niacinamide in there. So niacinamide is good for every skin type. Oily skin can really benefit from niacinamide because niacinamide can actually work to reduce excess oil in your skin. It can brighten up dark spots and reduce redness. This niacinamide serum is free from alcohol, fragrance, and essential oils. This also has glycerin in it, and also it has squalane in it, which is very lightweight and it's not greasy. It's an emollient that can really moisturize and hydrate the skin. This also has 1% hyaluronic acid, and this also has allantoin. I have been using the Ordinary's niacinamide serum. I've been enjoying the Inculus one more. I just find that it's more hydrating. It's a little bit, you could say, thicker than the Ordinary's. I have dry skin, so I do prefer things that are thicker in consistency and more hydrating and moisturizing. I don't mind heavy products just because my skin is dry. For people with oilier skin, the Ordinary's could probably even work better. I am going to mention one product. I'm not including it in my list, but I did enjoy it for a while until I saw some irritation, and I know exactly why. It is the La Roche-Posay Anthelius SPF 50 Plus. Can you see? Okay. I started using it and I've been really enjoying it. I didn't see irritation in the first days, but after quite some time I did notice that my skin kind of freaked out after a couple of days of using it. This sunscreen is probably the best choice for people with oily and resilient skin. People with sensitive skin, especially who have rosacea or dry skin, might see irritation from this. It might not be the best choice for a sunscreen. It doesn't leave any white cast, which is always great in a sunscreen, and the sunscreen dries matte and it doesn't feel greasy. The sunscreen has a very high UVA and UVB protection. It has a PA of 4+ and SPF 50+. This has This has glycerin in it, which can help a little bit with the drying aspect of this sunscreen. But the main thing here that I want to talk about is the denatured alcohol. Denatured alcohol in sunscreen is not bad. Denatured alcohol in product is not something to fear of. I didn't change anything in my skincare routine. This is the only thing I included. There are many other sunscreens that are more gentle, especially in the eye area. This can be a little bit irritating around the eyes, but don't be afraid. This sunscreen is great for people that suit this type of sunscreen. If you are looking for a sunscreen that is on the more matte side, if you have oily skin, you're in the heat of the summer, and you are looking for something lightweight that won't make you look greasy, this is definitely for you. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you learned something new and maybe got some new ideas for products that you might want to try in the future. If you like this video, please leave a thumbs up and maybe subscribe. I would really appreciate it. It will help me grow. And yeah, thank you for watching, guys. Bye bye.